PXMSOFT Certify and Comply is an extension for SAP SuccessFactors that allows you to stay in control of your employees' competencies and certificates in order to stay compliant and secure your license to operate. Certify and Comply connects directly to SuccessFactors, letting the roles in the application be controlled by standard SuccessFactors role-based permissions. The data for Certify and Comply is stored directly in SuccessFactors as custom metadata framework objects. That means that you as a company maintain full ownership of the data rather than it being stored in a separate cloud solution. As an administrator of Certify and Comply, you have access to the competency catalog. This is where you can create and manage competencies by setting their effective dates, their expiry periods, their rating types, and many other options. As you see here, this competency is called use of hammer. It is a rating type and it has no expiry. We also have effective dating here, meaning if we go to the past of this start date, the competency will not appear in our statistics, will not count as incomplete or anything because it wasn't effective at that time. These competencies that we create here in this catalog is then what we can grant to our employees and can be graded by what we call a certifier or by an administrator as well. So once something exists in the catalog here, it will show up on the other side of our application, which is where our users actually interact with each other. Administrators also have access to what we call the profile catalog, which adds another dimension to tracking competencies. A competency profile may consist of any number of competencies with each goal that the employee should be living up to. That means that while our company may rate competencies on a scale from 0 to 6, you may only require a rating of 4 to be compliant in your role in a given competency. This can be reflected in a competency profile, allowing us to track the employee's skills compared to both the maximum possible, but also to their specific job function. As an example, this HR employee role here requires a level 4 in communication and a level 2 in organization and planning. While it is possible to get up to 6 stars, the job role only requires these levels. So the other types of users, so a regular user in our system is what we call a learner, a certifier, or a manager, and there are some differences between them. As a learner, you only have access to your own page. So this is me navigating to my own page, and in here I can see what skills do I have attached to me currently. As a learner, I'm able to go in, I can see all of my skills, but I can never actually change any of my skills. I can't even interact with the buttons. However, I can request a certification. So if I go into the action menu here, I can see who is eligible to rate me within this competency, and then I can request it directly from them. So here I'm able to self-assess. I'm able to say, I think I am at a 3-star level. And I can say, please, I'm very good. This request then goes to this certifier, so they get notified inside the application that someone requested a certification from them. It means that they can react directly to that. The other option that a certifier has is to navigate directly to a learner's page. So here you'll see I've searched for a bunch of learners, but I can also navigate into their pages because I am a certifier or administrator or similar. When I navigate into their page, I can see what is their current skill. Because I'm an administrator, I'm allowed to rate this person at any level, but if I were just a certifier, then I would only be able to rate them up to my own level. That's of course a setting that we can turn on and off, and we can set other limitations and such. But in here, I would be able to create new ratings for this employee. Some other options that certifiers and managers have is the use of competency matrices. So if I navigate to this competency matrix tab in the top, I already have a predetermined filter for who I want to see, but I also need to choose what do I want to see. So by selecting which competencies I actually want to review and pressing go, I will be generating a matrix that then shows off what are all of the relevant people's skills within these competencies. Means that if I'm looking for someone who has a maximum rating in problem handling, I'm just simply able to look for who has 100% in this column. If I'm looking for someone who has a certain set of skills or similar, I can use this. I can also export it with various options, both when is it expiring, when was it rated, who rated it, and how many total ratings are there in each competency. The blue lines here simply mean that the competency is not attached to this person, but I selected that I want to show it, so it is showing up. The other option for matrices that we have here is the profile matrix, and this is measuring against the people's profiles. So here we have lost the ability to choose what do we want to see, because that is inherited directly from the learners that we're going to be looking at. So when I press go here, the system is going to look through all of the learners that are relevant for my filter here. What profiles do they have? And we'll use that to fill out the x-axis of our matrix here. Doing so, we get a bunch of percentages here for how well do they actually complete their profiles. We can click these and see why are they not at 100%. In the top we will always see stuff that is incomplete, expiring, or expired, while at the bottom we will always see what is complete, because the top stuff is of course what we want to take action on. Any of these will also, that are star rated, so not yes or no rated, but rated on a scale, will also show us how are they completing it. So you can see here presentation skills is marked as fulfilled because he has rating 5 out of a requirement of 4. And the other ones are incomplete because they are 1 level below the requirement set by this profile. I hope this short introduction gave you a good idea of the basic capabilities of Certify and Comply. We also have other modules that allow you to make very high level data, so you can have charts for how many people do we have rated at 5 stars without necessarily digging into who is it and similar. There are a lot more hidden features, there are a lot of settings and stuff that doesn't really fit in a video, so I encourage you to book a demo to learn more. Thank you.